to Deep Core and Pelvic Floor. This is a 10-minute routine that I designed for you to add on to another workout or just sneak in throughout your week. This is something you want to have as a regular part of your routine in one way or another. We're going to focus on the deep core muscles and the pelvic floor muscles. So you may find a lot of ab workouts out there on YouTube or ab workouts all over the internet, but they're not always working those deep core stabilizers, the trunk as a whole, and then especially focusing on the pelvic floor. Now, quick note about the pelvic floor, which if you've been with me for a while, you've heard me say this, but a healthy pelvic floor is just like any other muscle group. It needs to be able to contract, so it needs strength, but it also needs to be able to release, just like every other muscle, right? This isn't a perfect example, but think about your bicep. If it was always contracted, you'd be walking around like this. Now, it wouldn't exactly be functional or helpful for you. We need a bicep muscle that can contract and fully release in order to be functional. The same is true about our pelvic floor muscles, which you can just picture like a basket weave of muscles that sits in the base of your pelvis. It's the bottom of your core, so it should be a part of all core workouts when done well. So let's go ahead and get started. I do have a pair of leggings that I'm going to use today. You could use a hand towel. That's what I would normally use, but I don't have one with me, but I do have a pair of leggings, so I'm going to use those. Anything would work, and also if you don't have that handy, it's okay. You can still get a great workout here. What we're going to start with is just a little bit of breathing. Our breath is very connected to our pelvic floor and our core. You can think of the diaphragm, which is right here under the rib cage, as the top dome of your core here, and the pelvic floor muscles in the base of the pelvis as the bottom dome. And how these two move and function together is really important. So thankfully in Pilates, we train that really well just by doing these exercises. So take a nice big inhale. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable, or just soften your gaze. And as you exhale, just relax your shoulders. Feel your spine lengthening up to the sky. And just start to bring awareness to your body. So mind to muscle connection. As you inhale, feel the back of the ribs expand. And as you exhale, grow a little taller in your spine. You may find it helpful to use your towel or an exercise band or your leggings to place behind your ribs. And as you expand, feeling your ribs expand into that towel or into that band. And exhale, sit a little taller in your spine. Good. Opening your eyes. Inhale. And now as you exhale, I want you to imagine your muscles wrapping around your spine, wrapping around the center of your body or your midline. Inhale, let everything expand. So your belly expands, your ribs expand, your pelvic floor releases. And exhale, it's like you're shrink wrapping your waist and you're lifting the pelvic floor. Everything contracts. Inhale, let it all expand and release. Exhale, contract and tighten. So this is something to do throughout your day. This is a more effective exercise than, say, just doing Kegels, right? We want to be able to contract and control and relax and release. Practice both of those. Let's do one more. And exhale. For more like this, be sure to check out the other pelvic floor videos in your app and in your workout library. There are a ton that focus on how to feel this more effectively in your body. But for now, we're going to move on. So what you're going to do with your towel, if you have it, or your leggings, is you're going to fold them in half, and then you're going to triple fold it. Okay, and then you're going to place it right underneath your pelvis as you lie down on your back. So you want your tailbone just kind of right over the edge of it. And what this does is it actually just allows you to have a little bit of a release in the pelvis, which helps to release those pelvic floor muscles. So you're kind of feeling like your tailbone is just hanging right over the edge of that. You could also use a ball. If you have a squishy Pilates ball, this is another place where you could use that. And just give a moment to feel that slight bit of release in your pelvis. It's subtle. And then you're going to draw your belly button towards your spine and tuck your pelvis. So your glutes come up off of the mat just a tiny bit. Good. Release all the way down. Fully relax and release all of your muscles. Exhale, lift and contract, wrapping that corset around your waist, tilting your pelvis towards your chest. And release. Good. Let's just do this 2 more times. And the thing with core and pelvic floor work, just like everything, it's maintenance work. So we have to keep doing it over and over, forever. It's not like it's not like we just do it once or twice and we're done. We have to keep maintaining our healthy function of the core and pelvic floor. So thankfully you have all of that right in your app. Good. Go ahead and release. Take that off to the side. You're going to draw your right knee up to tabletop, and we're just going to let it fall open to the side and close, kind of like you're opening and closing a book. Trying to keep your pelvis steady. You could even put your fingers right on your hip bones. 2 more. It's actually quite hard. It's much harder than it looks. Good. And now flex and extend and bend. Just for 5. 4. Staying connected to your core. 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side. Knee to tabletop like you're opening a book. Little bent knee fall out and close. Inhale and exhale. You only want to go as far as you can before you start to roll over, right? Keep the back of your pelvis evenly weighted on the mat. Last one. And flex and bend. And flex and bend. 3, 4, 5. Both knees come to tabletop. You're about a fist distance apart, drawing your thigh bones down into your hip socket for toe taps. You're going to reach out, tap. Let's actually heel tap today. Tap your heel onto the mat and bring it back in. Thigh moves away from you, bring it back in. So it's not this, right? You could do that, but you're going to get more work if you actually reach your thigh bone away from you and bring your thigh bone back in. Inhale and exhale. Your core is working very hard here to stabilize. Not even having to do a sit-up. Isn't that awesome? Let's go for 2 more sets here. Inhale, exhale. Use your breath. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. And hug your knees in. Give yourself a nice rock and release. From here, interlace your hands behind your head. Bring your elbows into your peripheral vision. And you're going to raise your left knee to tabletop. We're going to extend it. And as you draw it in, lift up and over towards your elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, rotate. Keep your elbows nice and wide. And if you can, think of drawing your shoulder to your knee instead of your elbow to your knee. Moving with control to stay connected to those deep core muscles. Let's do 2 more. And 2. Come back through center. Other side, we extend and rotate. 2. 3, stay as high up on those shoulder tips as you can. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, last 2, 9, and 10. Good. From here, grab your knees, press your shins into your hands, tuck your chin, roll up. We're going to come into an elbow plank. So full core exercise here. It's actually a full body exercise. Really good for the entire core though. So we're going to place the elbows on the mat. Imagine that you're pulling your mat apart with your forearms. That's going to help to secure your shoulders. From here, step 1 leg back, belly button up towards your spine, step into a full elbow plank, and just hold and breathe. So you can just hold here. You have modifying options. You can always lower those knees, still thinking of drawing the belly button up towards your spine. Collarbone is wide. Your chest is beaming through your arms. Don't hang that head. I see you. Keep that head in line with your spine. And if you want to challenge it even more, you could do little twists and twist and twist and twist. Let's hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And good. Lower yourself down. If it feels good to you to come into full extension, go ahead. If that doesn't feel good, maybe just come into a half extension. Okay, listen to your body. Good. Sit yourself back into a rest pose. This is a great exercise to release your pelvic floor muscles. So when your sit bones go wide, it supports the releasing and the relaxing of the pelvic floor. So wide sit bones here is a great way to help support the ability to release and relax. And then bring yourself up to a seated position. And you are done for the day. Thank you for joining me for this deep core and pelvic floor routine. Remember, come back to this one again and again. Add it on when you have just a few quick minutes. It's going to help you to stay strong in your center, to reduce injury, and to really have a functional and healthy core and pelvic floor. Keep up the good work. You are done for the day.